The Last Supper, conducted by Jesus the night before his crucifixion, is deeply connected to Holy Communion, the Eucharist, celebrated at Mass today. In fact, the Last Supper is considered the first Mass, laying the foundation for the central act of Catholic worship. Here's how they are connected, and essentially the same event through time. Institution of the Eucharist. At the Last Supper, Jesus took bread and wine, gave thanks, and said, "This is my body. This is my blood. Do this in memory of me." Luke 22:19-20, 1 Corinthians 11:23-26. With these words, Jesus instituted the Eucharist, offering his body and blood to the apostles under the forms of bread and wine. This act was not just symbolic, it was a real offering of himself, anticipating his sacrifice on the cross. The first Mass. The Last Supper included the proclamation of the Word, Jesus teaching his disciples, the offering, bread and wine, the consecration, Jesus' words transforming the bread and wine, the communion, the apostles receiving it. This structure mirrors today's Mass, making the Last Supper the prototype and first celebration of the Eucharist, the first Mass. When Catholics celebrate Mass today, they are not merely reenacting the Last Supper, they are participating in the same sacrifice. Through the priest who acts in persona Christi, in the person of Christ, the consecrated bread and wine become the real body and blood of Christ, making the one sacrifice of Jesus on the cross present again in a non-bloody manner. This is why the Church teaches that the Eucharist is not a new sacrifice, but the same one offered once for all on Calvary, made present in every Mass. Do this in memory of me. Jesus commanded the apostles to do this in memory of me, giving them and their successors, bishops and priests, the authority to continue this sacred meal. The Mass is the fulfillment of that command, keeping the Last Supper and the sacrifice of the cross alive in the Church. The Last Supper was the first Mass, where Jesus instituted the Eucharist. The Holy Communion we receive today is the same body and blood given then. Each Mass is a real participation in the same event, making present Jesus' sacrifice and fulfilling his command to remember him. Through the Mass, the Church remains forever united to that first Holy Thursday night. Past, present, and future joined in one sacred mystery,